How you doing? I had to put my glasses on to see what I'm going to be doing, but I had some time, wanted to reach out to everybody. This is Vinnie, and this is the world according to Vinnie. And last few days I was like talking about, by the way, I'm smoking a Don Raphael cigar. It was on the Two Guys Cigar Authority, the Cigar Authority podcast YouTube page. But anyway, I'm enjoying that today. But I kind of want to put something out. I've been on a Facebook tear, and I just thought, it's funny that I was going to review some of those because, I'm always talking about trending news and absurd stuff. Well, it's kind of mingled, mixed up with me. So I thought I'd read a few of these and just kind of, for those that's not on my Facebook page. But if you are seeing this and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, put the like, and maybe put the bell. There's a little bell notification so you know when I'm going to be doing crazy stuff. Probably going to do one tomorrow, which will be Super Bowl. It's at 55. Going to be a good game, I think. So I hope you enjoy it. But let's just get right into it. What in the world is going on with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or Ocasio, whatever, AOC? She goes on the House floor and talks about, that crazy day on January 6th in the Capitol, which it was. But before you do that, wouldn't you want to be in the same building instead of the Cannon office building? I would think so. Well, she wasn't. So, I don't get that young lady. Maybe too many espressos when she was someone who worked at the coffee shop. I don't know. That was one I just kind of put AOC as now. I won't go any further. I just kind of comment on AOC because I listened to her and I've just about lost it. I've got to keep these on. The other thing was, I want to point out, if you're a gun owner, someone that believes in your Second Amendment rights, House Resolution, the Bill 127, it's in the House now. It's going to provide for the licensing of firearms and ammunition possession and the registration of firearms and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. That was from Miss Jackson Lee, and she's in Texas. I don't know how she got there. But it was referred to committee. It mentions going through like a psych exam, and there's like 5 other hoops jump through to get a firearm. I think it's $800 just to get a license. And then it says there's some ammo you can't possess. Well, which ammo? I mean, come on, people. This is crazy. We're allowing that to happen. So that was one of my... and then I actually put the entire text for everybody in the Floyd County 2A Second Amendment group, other people that are gun lovers. Want to make sure they've seen that. So take a look at that if you would. I mean, it's starting to get scary. Very scary. One thing I wanted to say, and I got stuff beeping all over, but that's all right. I guess in March of 2020, it says we've cured the flu. The flu abruptly disappeared in March of 2020. Disappeared. Gone. Because, everything is COVID. It disappeared about the exact same time COVID testing and detection ramped up. Come on. So there was an article about the flu. So I talked about that. I'm just doing random thoughts. Just some fun stuff. Another one. I know we don't want to have control our borders, and God forbid we want to have a wall. Well, this report was Border Patrol agents arrested 11 Iranians in Arizona who illegally entered the United States. Iranians, people. We already gave them $150 billion in cash from the 2 administrations before, and we're going to let them in our country illegally? They're up to no good. Come on. I mean, I did that yesterday. I was on a roll yesterday. Just a total roll. And then Bank of America. I am so glad that I'm with a local banking here in southern Indiana. Because Banking America, they are basically giving all your data to the FBI because they're trying to catch people that I guess were at the Capitol near Washington, D.C. So nothing's sacred. They're coming at you hard, hard. So I put about that. I was on a roll. Now this one, I don't know if I did this on a prior Facebook. I don't think I did. But Kevin DeLeon on the Los Angeles City Council at a meeting was asked to do the Pledge of Allegiance. You know, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for, you know. He said something like, I pledge allegiance to the flag, and then he stopped and he goes, I pledge allegiance to the flag, liberty and justice. He had no clue. All my friends in California, how do you let somebody like that become a congressman or a city council? How? How do you do that? I know why. Stand up and vote these people out. That was just completely crazy. Last thing I think I'm going to talk about. Saw a survey, and it was kind of a funny survey, but it said, who would you want to be president for like one day? If you could pick somebody. And they had two people in the Republican Party. You got to laugh because it was absurd, but it was between Mitch McConnell and Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's the Republican that got censored. I guess 10 years ago she was, you know, said some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I forget what state she is in, but when they did that survey, only 10.6% picked Mitch, 89.4% for Miss Greene. I mean, you know, I guess it was mentioned on the Steve D show, Day show, excuse me, I pronounced his name wrong, that Biden is as much of a conspiracy theorist as Marjorie Greene, as Miss Greene, because Biden believes transgender males should be allowed to compete against girls. So, you know, I think the frustration of people, even when somebody 10 years ago made some wild claims, they're starved for someone to think what's best for the country, even though they have crazy views. And I think she won in her district. It was like 70-something%. She crushed whoever ran against. I mean, just silliness. Last thing, I think one of the last things. Did you catch the Time Magazine article? Now, I thought we weren't supposed to talk about anything about the election. I mean, that's over. I mean, Biden's our president. But I thought we weren't allowed to talk about it. Well, whoops. Time Magazine's kind of laid out a whole thing about what happened. Not so much talking about voter machines and all that silliness, but just about how some states kind of changed laws at the last minute and it was against their constitution. And I thought Time Magazine was a kind of more of a left-leaning, but they're even bringing it out because they're probably just shaking their head, kind of wondering what in the world's going on. I don't know. I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. Well, I'm just going to say this. Our buddy Mitt Romney, Republican, wait a minute, air quotes, Republican, I believe he's in Utah. Is that where he's at? I believe so. He wants to send monthly cash to families permanently. Now that's about as socialist as you can get. And he is in the Republican Party. I think they should make a vote. I move on over to the Democrats. We don't really need you. I thought that was pretty funny. And I think, what was I going to say about this? I want to say Biden did something on Thursday that, what did he say? Oh, I know what it was. Biden signed an executive order dismantling a Trump-era policy that granted state and local governments, you know, they controlled that area, the legal power to refuse refugees, because there's some states going, whoa, 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 they're not here legally, but that's what he did. So I don't know what's going to happen. I just had to vent a little bit. Had some time. It's a Saturday evening. I don't really got nothing going on. Smoking a Don Raphael. So this is Vinny. Just some Facebook rants. I just wanted to throw something out. Probably going to be tomorrow. Going to be more sports, Super Bowl, some statistics and some things that's happened in the past of the Super Bowl. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please leave some comments like what you'd like to do. I saw someone that was on YouTube and all she did was she took 10 minutes and was pulled up her groceries and said how, stuff. And she had like 40,000 views. Now she was kind of attractive, and not that Vinny's not. I'm not. So maybe that's what it was. But she was going, hey, I bought grapes, and oh look, I bought some lettuce, and I like buying it. That's crazy. So I'm kind of threw one out today that is crazy stuff. So anyway, this is Vinny, and this is The World According to Vinny. Just a short video. Probably going to do something on Sunday. And have a good evening. Smoke a cigar if you got one. Have a good time. Y'all take care. See you down the road.